All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy. And after almost 2 weeks, is it, of being shafted on the daily, we finally got the potential for this old geezer, man. As you can see, we now have ourselves a Tier 3 Odin. That's right, man. And we out here testing him out a little bit, getting a feel for him. I did this a couple hours ago. And I've just been testing him out, basically trying to see how much we can get out of him with the build I had when he was at level 60, okay? Now, I know a couple of you guys are going to be like, hold up, broski, don't you usually do the level up, the 60 to 70, gear 25 with us so we can see the cost? Yeah, I usually do that. I was going to do that, but I decided I wanted to get right to the action. Probably save you guys some time because I know a lot of you guys probably don't care about the material crunching, but for those of you guys who do care, it ran me like what, 35-40 million to get Odin from 60 to 70 and get his gears from 20 to 25. So very expensive character to max out, not to mention his tier 3, super costly, same as Thanos, same as Jean Grey, same as Apocalypse, right? 1600 CCF, all that good stuff. Testing him out, he's looking pretty beastly, boys. Clapping this stage 80 of Cull Obsidian. It's no joke, right? Odin is definitely one of the best PvE characters in the game. And I still think we're not even close. Like, I don't think I'm close to his potential right now, all right? Like, well, I did get his potential, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't think I'm close to the upper echelon of how much I can get out of my Odin just because, you know, let's jump out of here. And I'll show you guys what I mean, right? Just because, unlike everybody else, I don't have a CTP of Rage on Odin. And this is something many of you guys have been hitting me up about on Discord. Yo, should I give Odin a CTP of Energy, right? Because he has chain hit coming from his uniform bonus. You guys are trying to see if you should do the same thing that many people recommend that you do for the Marvel Future Fight Terminator. My man right here, Nate, doggy dog, right? Because he's a chain hit god and he slays with it. And he also has chain hit on his uniform bonus. However, Cable is a very easy character to proc with. So that's why a CTP of Energy is really good on him, even though Rage is a little bit better. For Odin, you're gonna have to treat him the same way how you treat somebody like Namor, somebody like Luna Snow, somebody like Doctor Strange. Where if you want to get the most out of him, right? If you're gonna put a CTP on him and you want to actually see big boy numbers, right? You want to go all the way. You don't want to put a CTP on him that you're going to take off later on because there's a better option. You want to either give him the best option for PvE, which in this case is going to be a CTP of Rage. I know you guys don't like to hear it, but I'm here to give you the facts and all of it, right? Because of the fact that Odin has really awkward cooldown times on his 4 and his 5th skill, and by the way, these are his most powerful skills. I've been testing them, and I think the 4 skill probably hits harder than the tier 3. That's not to say the tier 3 is not worth having. Obviously, the stat bump from tier 2 to tier 3 is really good. He gained like 15,000 energy attack and about 15,000 HP. So that's a big jump in stats, but additionally this skill still hits hard. It's just that the 4th skill seems to hit harder, and then the 5th skill has the defense down, which obviously makes it so that he does even more damage, right? But the cooldown times are pretty wonky, and because you absolutely need to start with the 5th skill for Odin if you want to get maximum DPS, you are going to need a CTP of Rage, because this is not a skill that you can cancel halfway through. Well, you can cancel halfway through, but you have to cancel after Odin basically creates this image of himself. But if you didn't realize what just happened there, I'll reset it so you can see it again, right? By the time Odin transforms, there's about 8 hits already happening, right? So if you're using him with a regular damage proc or a CTP of Energy, that's gonna kick in before you even get to your forward skill, which is your bread and butter. Well, I guess this would be the bread and this would be the butter, but you get me, right? This skill does the most amount of damage, but this one you need to set up, right? Just like with Deadpool, you would need to set up your 5th skill, right? Then your 4th skill. Same thing for Odin. Obviously, you want to get your 3rd skill for the accumulation, but this one you can insta cancel, right? So Odin is going to require you to use him with a CTP of Rage, so save your energy for somebody else who's going to perform more optimally with it, like Sharon Rogers, you know what I'm saying? And go for a Rage if you want the best out of him. However, I am testing him, and I will continue to test him a little bit more with what I had previously. And I can say it with absolute confidence that if you are free to play, a budget player, right, you don't have that many rages laying around, and you want Odin to do work in World Boss, a regular damage proc will work, okay? I'm going to show you a couple examples of that. That stage 80 that we cleared is no joke, right? Doing that with a regular custom gear, that is worth something, okay? So we're going to jump into a little bit of content. I'm going to show you guys we haven't changed anything, but I will at some point be giving him a CTP of Rage because it makes my life easier, right? It's very frustrating to miss your damage proc when there's little to nothing you can do about it sometimes because you just hit, and by the time you can cancel out the 5, the proc's already gone. So it's very frustrating, right? So there is that you need to consider. Let's slap 80. We're just going 80s across the board, boys. We banged out 80 against Skull. Let's see 80 against Ebony. All right, so we're not gonna run this whole fight because I do want to show you guys how he does against Corvus Clave as well. And don't get it twisted. Hold on. Okay, so we got a decent rotation to start, but not much damage because at the start of the fight, this guy has really high defense. Okay, so that one was decent. We're gonna try and go 5, and then as soon as we grow up, then into the tier 3, and then that is big boy, very big boy damage because we're able to stack up the defense down. Now let me say this, right, before somebody gets it misconstrued. I am not saying that Odin is not strong with a CTP of energy. Definitely not. Ooh, we missed the proc. Nothing we could do about that though. Odin is definitely still very strong with a CTP of energy, but what I am trying to convey to you guys is why give him a CTP if it's not going to be the best CTP for him? Why give him a CTP that you're gonna at some point want to remove because you're gonna be so frustrated that you keep missing your damage proc, and a lot of times there's nothing you're gonna be able to do about it, right? Because as soon as you tap your weapon into the ground to try and get him to start putting some defense down on the enemy, the proc just initiates. Why not just save up till you get a rage and then, hold on, just put that on him. I think he's in the shadow. Yeah, he's in the shadow room, so we can't do any damage to him. I think when he's in that shadow state, even though you can still target him, right, I think his damage reduction is set to like 99 or whatever, right? So it's pretty annoying. Like, we should have actually clapped him there because that was actually a really good rotation. So this one is gonna slap him real nicely. Maybe you could use him with somebody like Rachel to get some mind control, but you can see like 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, we're down to 8 bars. Now down here he likes to do some goofy stuff and iframes a whole bunch, so yeah, this would probably be done in maybe like another minute or so. So that means we can definitely go up to like a 85, maybe even a 90 without a CTP. Now 90 would be pushing it by a whole lot, right? He has a lot more HP, a lot more defense, and he's gonna do the same amount of shenanigans. So yeah, it might be a tough 90, but I definitely think it could be possible. Would it be something you want to do every day? Probably not, because it's going to be very frustrating to time your proc properly every time, unless you are the most skilled player. If that's the case, man, go for it. And I'm saying, forget everything I'm saying. If you want to put an energy on him and keep it on him, go ahead. But I don't think it's going to be as simple and smooth as it is playing with somebody like Omega Ray Bill with a CTP of energy. there's just certain characters, their skills just mesh together so well where you can time it almost perfectly every single time. And even if you slip up a little bit, there's some give to it where you can still get really, really good damage on a consistent basis. I don't think Odin is going to be one of those characters because of how his skills are situated. Okay, not saying energy can't work, I'm just saying it might not work well enough to be worth it for you. Okay, let me jump out of here and let's actually go run Corvus. All right, boys, we're going 80-80. Again, this is not the max. This is just day one, a couple hours in after having Odin. Okay, let's see what it do. And of course, the proc activates as soon as we start. Like, oh boy, we're probably gonna miss it again. Ooh, no, we got it this time. Nice, nice, nice. So right here we could go something like 5, let him grow up, and then hit the tier 3. We're gonna get stuck in the tier 3 though, and a lot of the damage is missing because he's nice, that finesse, because he was out of the range. It's fine though. I do think we can go up to like a 90 here. So what I will do is, hold on. First rotation is never really that great. What I will do is I'll try to like give him some more like Orus and stuff. Ooh, just a little off there, man. There's not that much give to it. Okay, we're gonna try again. Oh, wow. Okay, that can happen. And when that happens, it's not good because that's the skill with the defense down. Okay, we're going to take a lot of damage because we're... Okay, again, we got our skill canceled. You know what? Let's just blast with the tier 3 and get it over with because... Yeah, we're getting our 5th skill canceled a lot. And we lost our damage proc there. A lot of stuff can happen. A lot of stuff can happen. Okay, we lost the proc there for some reason, even though we didn't cancel the skill or nothing. Yeah, so 80 is definitely possible. There were some I wouldn't say mistakes on my part, just like some shenanigans, right? Ooh, don't know, that was a mistake. Walked right into that blade twister. Yeah, I definitely think we can. Maybe we'll write this one out. Maybe we'll write this one out just for the sake of the video, because I didn't show you guys that Cull Obsidian run, and I don't want to like go do it now because then the video is gonna be like 30 minutes or 25 minutes or whatever. I'm trying to keep the videos shorter, man, because y'all don't even watch the full videos when they're like less than 20, so why make it any longer, right? Anyways, but I do like to give you guys a lot of gameplay so you can make informed decisions. And the defense down did not activate there in time, but we're gonna go like this. Now some of you guys are gonna be like, why didn't you use the tier 3 first? Like, why did you use the 4 skill? No, because I wanted to get him in range where I could just blast with the tier 3 and make him skip going into that little phase where, hold on, no, that was dumb. That was dumb. I wanted to make him skip that phase where he tries to stab you, all right? Because Odin is an old man, okay? He also has a blind spot, in case you guys didn't notice. He's missing an eye. Okay, maybe he's trying to copy Thor. I'm saying he's trying to copy Thor's swag, bro, but he needs to chill, okay? Okay. So yeah, we could definitely do this faster. Like the misplays in the first half and a couple misprocs in the second half as well. Yeah, I easily think 85 is possible. 90, very much so, looking like it could be possible too. So 90-90 against these two, and maybe even an 85 against Cull if I was pushing it. Because again, if I can clap like this, I would say day one, a couple hours after picking him up, I definitely think I could squeeze out 5 more levels on every stage, right, that I featured today. So that is something you need to keep in mind, and that is with no CTP, right? I do have some Odin's blessings on him because, you know what I'm saying, it is Odin, it's his blessings, so he should pretty much have all of them, and I might very well do that. But besides that, man, we have a regular standard ISO on him, fully awakened, of course, and we're rocking with a 180, not even a 200, right? So there is that. It's up to you guys what you want to do. Let me know if you guys want to see at least one more video with this thing before we, I want to say, take it off. But 600 crystals to keep this, is it worth it, guys? Like, it's actually not bad. Like almost 40% ignore dodge. It's pretty good. Plus immunity to guard break and a 180. These aren't that rare anymore, right? And this is the obelisk that I've had for Odin since Odin came to the game, which is crazy, right? It's been it's been with me for a couple years, so I'm kind of attached to it, but I don't know if I want to keep it. I might destroy it. But anyways, man, you guys let me know what y'all thinking of Odin, this little small first look at him. Y'all think he's looking good? Let me know. If y'all think he's looking bad, let me know, man. But overall, my opinion, by the way, this is a Mythic uniform, obviously. Do I have all the options in Mythic? I don't think so. I think I am. Yeah, I don't have all the options in Mythic. So it's just this freaking geezer we need to work on. But we'll get there. So, yeah. Hit me in the comments. Let me know how you guys are thinking about Odin right now. We'll probably do some GBR with him. And anything else you guys want to see, let me know. I think at some point I will try him with a CTP of regen though, so look out for that. I think immediately after pulling this off, I'll probably put regen on just to try him out in PvP for a little bit, get my feet wet, get a little taste, you know what I'm saying, of what he can do. And then we'll switch over to rage, because I do think I'm going to keep him as a PvE character for the foreseeable future, because even though he has potential, he's no Silver Surfer. Let's just be real. He's no Jean Grey. Let's just be real. He has potential. He can do work there. But do I see myself using Odin in PvP when I know how good he can be for PvE? Probably not. Right? I want them quick clears, them fast clears on the days when I just want to clap like a quick stage 50 and bounce to go play some 7 Deadly Sins or some KOF. You feel me? I'm gone. Peace.